Hi. Hello. Well, I'm going to attempt to make carnivore pancakes in my kitchen so you can see it. My kitchen is funny laid out, so I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but I can show you as well as I can. I feel like it should be closer, but this is how it's laid out. So the recipe is 2 eggs, 2 ounces of butter, and 2 ounces of cream cheese. I've got my scale here. I've got the butter and cream cheese softened. It's been out for a couple of hours, and Jasper thinks I'm going to feed him something. No, I'm not making liver treats. I'm making pancakes, but he will get a few bites. So I'm going to try something new. I've never done this before, but I saw it in Steak and Butter Gals Steak and Butter Gals recipe where she whipped the whites. So I think I'm going to do that, but my recipe is different from hers, and I just turned my cast iron skillet on the stove. I think I'm going to turn it down a little bit because that might be too hot, too long, and it might start smoking. Oh. Okay. All right, thank you. So, when I separate the eggs, I do it in my hands. So I crack the egg. Into my open hand and let the whites fall through my fingers. There we go, that's 1, so I only need 2. There. I think I might put a little bit of cream of tartar in there, just so they can really whip up good. Okay, I'm turning it on. I think that's done, right? Let's see. Yep, it's done. Okay, so now I'm going to put this over here. Now I've got my 2 eggs in the bowl. And I'm going to weigh the 2 other ingredients. 2 ounces of butter is half of a stick, but mine is a pound, so that's not quite enough. There we go. That was 2.05. So that goes in the bowl with the egg yolks. And now I need 2 ounces of cream cheese. Oh, sorry. I need 2 ounces of cream cheese now. All right. And that needs a sharp knife. And this should be about 2 ounces. Can you still see me? Yes. Let's see, is that 2 ounces? No. A little bit more. Still a little bit more. There we go. And that goes in that bowl. And I gotta whip this up. There's a lot left on the, if I was home alone and not taping, I would be licking these beaters, but I won't do it on camera. I'm just getting some of this off the beaters. Now, let's see, what do I need to stir this with? What do I have? I'm going to put the egg whites in with the yolks, butter, and cream cheese. Okay, now usually if I don't beat the whites, it's usually very liquidy, but you can see it's clumpy. Now I'm going to go over here to the stove and sorry. Let's see if I can get this back. There we go. Let's see. Over here. Oh, don't fall again, please. Okay. Got my butter, and I need one of my nice big plates. Here we go. Okay. Got about a teaspoon of butter to melt into the pan. This is my favorite kind of spatula. It's called a fish spatula. I highly recommend them. Can you see it up close? It's like magic. Okay. So now they've got to cook. I should have done it on that one. Can you see? I'll bring it over. There it is. Let's see. I wonder if I can turn this around. Can't turn it around. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hello. I think the butter's kind of melting, so I'm not sure that this really worked. I should have a camera like suspended right here or something. I don't know. And it takes a while. I should have some interlude music. Oops. It kind of tore a little bit. Oops. Of course, because I have an audience, the first pancake kind of tore a little bit. But it looks plumper. Usually they come out more like crepes, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But this looks like it's going to be really good if I can get the hang of turning it and stuff. So I'm actually going to bring my plate over here. And I think it needs to be up a little bit, so it'll cook a little bit faster. Okay, the first one's done. And the cool thing is the cast iron skillet is so well seasoned that I don't need to put more butter in it. Now I'm going to spread this out a little bit more so that it doesn't fall apart when it cooks. There you go. So basically everything about carnivore is you learn as you go. And this is just like this recipe that I'm making for y'all. Oh, and I usually put a little bit of butter on each pancake as soon as I put it on the plate. So just a little pat while it's still warm. So basically, between putting the butter in the pan, the butter in the recipe, and the butter on the pancakes, it's almost a whole stick of butter in this recipe. And I don't usually eat that much butter in a day, but I make the pancakes maybe once every 3 months. I don't make them often, and I make them when I really, 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 really want something different. Now, I should figure out how to make this a little more so you can see me cook. So I'm going to tilt it this way. Is that better? That's better. That's better. So the plate is over here on the other side of my stove. The pancake is cooking. So, and it's just like regular pancakes when they're ready to flip. They start popping the bubbles. And that's what this one's doing. So I think it's ready to flip. Ooh, perfect. That's lovely. I wish you could see it, but it's perfect. Much better than the first one. So that just has to cook on that side. It just looks like a normal, perfect pancake. This is so cool. Usually they come out, I told you that already, right? Usually they come out like crepes, really thin. But I love them anyway. But I wanted to experiment with this recipe. So that looks like a normal pancake. That's amazing. Okay. Now, put a little dab of butter on there. Oh, that's too big. A little bit of butter on it. And then put the next pancake in. There we go. It's so funny because this is a really easy recipe and it's not that hard to make, but I'm so spoiled with carnivore recipes or just carnivore food. Like it takes like no brains. You know, you just cook a burger and 2 pieces of bacon, or you just do something really simple and usually, and you know, or you slow cook something that you don't even have to look at and then you serve it. Or you know, well and today at lunch I put the oxtail on the stove and 5 hours later it was ready. So, oh, this is ready to turn. It's so funny. It kind of exploded all over the place. Did you see that? But this is a lot more involved than usual. And then really it only makes enough for one person. I can't imagine. I guess if you were gonna have it with somebody, if you were gonna share the, you know, you could have 2 pancakes and the other person could have 2 pancakes, and then you could eat something else too, like maybe bacon. And that would probably be enough. But this is just me, and I just can't believe how perfectly it's rising. It's so nice. Oh, here it goes. So that's the third one. Oh, it's perfect. With a little piece of butter on it. And the rest of the batter. I should be using a spatula for this, but I couldn't find it. Okay. This one turned out a little bigger. Let's wait for it to cook on that side. Wait for the little bubbles on top. I have not learned how to put words on videos or anything like that, so I will put the recipe in the description. So, you know, when I post this on YouTube. Right now it's just a video, but I plan to post this on my YouTube channel. And if you watch it on my YouTube channel, which is Brisket Boomers, please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, because that would be really cool. So I think it's about to, it's fun that I can make these cooking videos. Just a few more seconds. Don't burn. Don't burn. Perfect. It's a little dark, but it didn't explode. Nice. These are gonna be yummy. They don't even need any baking powder or anything to, you know, to rise. They rose with the egg whites. It's so cool. This is gonna be so delicious. Then I'm gonna have to move my camera over there, my phone over on the table when I sit down to eat. Just a few more seconds. Da 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 da. That's some game show that I used to watch when I was a kid. Okay, turn the stove off. Some more butter on the last pancake. I'll bring this over to the table. Sorry, I should have had my I should have had my place setting all ready for you. Okay. Oh. I'm so sorry. Usually I'm sitting right here. Okay. All right. Here's my supper. And let's see how they turned out. Yes, I'm going to eat them all. But not while you're watching. I'm just going to taste one bite while you're watching. Ready? Jasper, it's so good. Yum. Thank you for watching. Be good, eat meat, and love everybody.